everyone, welcome back to Mori's ASMR channel. Mori's ASMR. I still need to work out an intro, but thank you everyone for 10 subscribers. I never thought I'd get this far, honestly. I started this and thought, no one's gonna watch these videos, but 10 people like it, so thank you everyone, you are so appreciated. Today I am going to be playing HONKAI, and I know this is it might not be a big thing for you, but it's a big thing for me. I think I'm going to quit Genshin until like 6.0 or maybe the summer event, because it's just not very interesting, and HONKAI just seems so much more appealing now that I've played it. So I think I'm mainly going to post HONKAI content on this channel. I finally managed to link it to my phone, because I used to play on the PS, my dad's PS, but yeah, I wanted to play it on my phone so I could record it for you guys, and I managed to do it. It took me like half an hour. I did it, so hopefully you like HONKAI just as much as you like Genshin. I got her done. I saved 83 wishes for her in like a couple of weeks, because I've only ever been playing for a month, and I got her and her Lycone and her E1, which is insane, but I am so grateful nonetheless, because I freaking love her. She is like, oh, she's so cool and pretty, and ooh, on my want/need list in HONKAI there is Sunday, Robin, Rapper, Sparkle, and there was someone else that I cannot remember who. I think it might have been Herda, but surprise, surprise, I got her. So yeah, I am gonna be completely FTP in this game, I think, because after spending a fair amount in Genshin, I have learned the lesson that you do not need to spend. Okay, maybe you do, but you know, I will try not to spend, because like maybe 2 years later, after being completely obsessed with HONKAI, I'll just lose interest like I did with Genshin, because I thought Genshin would be a long-lasting thing, but after everything in the Genshin developers' direction that they're directing the game towards, I'm not really into it. So yeah, it is half term for me, which means I have a week's break before I finish the rest of my exams. I only have 8 left, which is really good, because I think some people have like 10 or 11 left, and I know it's only 2 or 3 less, but it's still good. And my last exam is the 17th of June, so that's only a couple of weeks away. A couple of weeks, or is it 3 weeks? I don't know. And then I have the whole summer, which I think is like 3 months, so yippee. Yeah, I'm nearly done with Aventurine. I finished Penacony. Penacony! Sorry. I freaking love Penacony. Oh my god. I'm still mentally there. I'm still there mentally. It was so good. And like, I was bawling so much. But yeah, now I'm in Aventurine, and I've seen like all the spoilers for the 3.3 quest, and I'm not there yet, so I'm like crying. But I Genshin and Hoyoverse in general just go, right, there's 4 models, that's all you're getting. 2 girls, 2 guys, or whatever. Oh, my wrist just clicked, so. But yeah, Wuthering Waves, I kind of stopped playing it after I finished the quest, but I know there's more coming out, so I'm gonna have to do that. Like, get back into it, because I really wanted to pull for Dracona, but she wouldn't really go with any of my teams, so I don't think I will, but she is gorgeous. I freaking love her little song. I have that stuck in my head like all freaking day. I love like just the characters that sing and her whole like folklore vibe, folky song music vibe. I love folk song and folklore. So she like hit the spot. My favourite character in Honkai Star Rail is Sunday. Look, I don't know why, but I have always been drawn to characters that have wings or religious imagery on them. Like, I'm not religious at all, but characters like Columbina and Sunday and I literally themed my whole textiles project around Columbina because I don't know, I love like religion in a psychological way. Like, there's nothing extremely messed up about most religions, but there's always like that darker aspect to it, and I love that. I might just be really mental, but hear me out. So yeah, Sunday, and he's just so pretty, and I actually, I prefer his newer design to the one that he was originally in. I don't know why. I think it represents his like development more, because the first one was very white and pure, and he was meant to be the head of the Oak family, looked up to. He was meant to be this pure angelic being that everyone looked up to, and then his newer appearance, it's more messy and relaxed, and as if like he's trying to break free from that cycle of always being perfect. And the blue kind of represents how he's gaining back his humanity, because he has half white, half the blue, and the white can be like, he's still who he was, but he's trying to be different. That might be the weirdest character analysis ever, but that's what I like. I like the newer design. Also, just like the blue complements his hair so well. I love Sunday. And Robin, oh my god, I was using one of my whale friends, E6 Robin, and the numbers that I was doing was insane. I love Robin, and I love her song. I can never get her songs out of my head. I listen to them like every week or so. My favourite was Sway to My Beat in the Cosmos, the one that's like, welcome to my world. This whisper singing. But after I played the Penacony quest, I had on repeat Hope is the Thing with Feathers. It's so beautiful. I bawl every time I hear it. Like, I'll be walking to school and I'll have that on and I'll just be like crying to myself. Please guys, I'm not weird. But yes, I really like Robin's design and her concept, and she apparently is inspired by Emily Dickinson, who is a poet from I think the 1700s, and I love some of her work, so that's like the bonus of the bonus. But yeah, love Robin. The second I started playing Honkai Star Rail, all these whales started adding me with like E6 characters, and I was like, yup, you're coming, my friend, you're becoming my friend. And I have one who has like E6 Robin, E6 Acheron, and one shot everything. So yeah, sometimes I just add the E6 Acheron and I'm like, whoosh. Honestly, Acheron has such an interesting story. I'm not a fan of her outfit, but like her story and her lore is just, it's so interesting, and it gives me like weird melancholic vibes, like especially with the planet she was on with the rain and the umbrella. That hit something in me, and I might have based one of my exam stories on it a little bit. Wait, that was so loud, I'm so sorry. I need to stop giggling. I say while giggling. But the prompt was like, because we have 2 English literature papers and 2 language papers, and language 1 is there's like a creative writing, imaginative writing aspect, and the prompt was, write about a time you or someone you know went on an important journey. And I changed it up. I was like, I lost my memories. I went on a train and it was raining, and I was like envious of everyone around me because they were all not alone and I was alone. And then yeah, that was basically the story. It was a bit more than that, but I don't want to go too far into it because I might bore you guys. Am I boring? I like in the month I have played Honkai Star Rail. From wishing it alone, I think I've gotten 5 stars, because you know there was the event where you could select the 2 free ones, and I got Bronya and Ranmei because apparently they were good. Well, Ranmei I know is good, but Bronya I don't really use anymore because, dunno, I like just wiping out things. I hate supports, which is sad because this game heavily relies on supports, but yeah. And then I got Jabard on the like standard banner, but it only takes 8 wishes to do a temple at like 30 biddy, I think. Then I got Welt on the standard banner at like, I think it was 26 or something. And then I saved and I got Herta, and then I got Fushan, and then I got Welt on the standard banner again, and then I got another Herta. Wait, how many is that? Jabard, Welt, Herta, Fushan, Herta, Welt. That is 6 5-stars. Which is like, okay, damn, slow down. On Genshin, it was like, I haven't gotten a 5-star in like 5 or 6 months. No, 5 months. Yeah, which is like cuckoo. And yeah, I just really like Honkai Star Rail and the characters, and like the lore is so like, it's so easy to not make. There's I don't know how to put it, because there's like endless possibilities of different planets. It's so easy to make really good and in-depth lore that doesn't even tie in with the story. Like with Genshin, a lot of characters' lore only was good if it tied in with the main story, dare I say. But in Honkai Star Rail, like Acheron, her lore, sure, she had a big role in the Penacony quest, but her lore my level 60 herder did like 85k. No, she did 100k at one point, I think, in this video, which is insane. Like, Genshin could never. If my level 60s hit 100k in Genshin, that would be, have to be like C6, R5, 900 crit damage, 100% crit rate. But I love that crit damage and crit rate has like so much more value in Honkai Star Rail, because like my herder only has like 107 crit damage, I think, but she's hitting those numbers, and she has 34 crit rate, but she's still hitting those numbers. And I love follow-up attacks. Like, I love follow-up attacks, and the animations of the bursts, they are heavenly. Like, Sundays, I'm trying not to be one of those crazy Sunday fans, but I kind of am. Sundays animations are immaculate, and so are herders. I remember last year seeing herders gameplay leaks, and I was like, I might have to download Honkai Star Rail for her, but I didn't, and I was very hesitant to, because I just hated the gameplay, and I still hate the gameplay, but the lore and the story is what matters, I guess. And I love that you don't have to do exploration, because in Genshin you can explore for like 7 hours and only get like one pull, 160 prima gems, but in Honkai Star Rail you can farm for like 20 minutes and get a 10 pull easily. Like yesterday I got 2 temples just from doing a couple of like domains and stuff. So yeah, Honkai Star Rail just seems to be the favourite child of all of us, and I am there for it because I love it, and the designs are like generally so much less fan servicey than any other Way of Us game, because like most females are fully clothed or don't have their chest like spurring out, and don't feed into fetish content. Sorry. I'm sorry to all those rest lovers out there. Like, you can like her. I don't like her. But yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm running out of holy yap. Oh, Aventurine. Like, okay. So, I originally loved him when he first came out. I was like, oh my god, this guy is really fit. He's pretty. He's a blonde. I love blondes. I love blondes with big egos, and he fit into that category. And he's a gambler, and I'm a gambler by playing these games. So, I loved him, and then I played the game, and I was a bit like, okay, what are you up to? What are you doing? And I kept playing, and then there was that thing with Sunday, and he kind of like embarrassed himself a heck ton, and I was like, bro, what are you doing? Get out of there. And I was like, getting secondhand embarrassment. And then I played the quest where he sees his little self and his future self, and I was like, oh my freaking god, that is so sad. I love you, Aventurine. And then he did the whole boss fight thing, and I was like, Aventurine, what the heck are you doing? Why are you doing this? And then he like told his motives, and I was like, okay, kind of like you again. And then, you know, the part where he's like walking into the black hole, I was like, is he dead? And I cried. And then at the end of the quest, like the end of Pentaconi, I saw him and I was like, okay, I hate you again. You can die. no, you can die, but you know, I don't like you. But I like him. Honestly, his lore his lore, okay, oh, just scratch the mic. His lore is amazing. I absolutely love all of the Honkai Star characters' lore because it's so good. And like again, with the endless possibilities, with the endless different planets, it all just makes like a bigger opportunity to make bigger and better lore than Genshin ever could offer. Because they all the lore pretty much has to follow the rules of Tefat in Genshin, but in Honkai Star Rail, it doesn't have to follow any planet's lore because it can be any planet, or like it doesn't only have to follow the playable planet's lore. It can be any planet with any rules that the planet has. Like I've already made like 3 OCs. One is from Belobog, one is from Xianzhou, and one is like from a completely made up planet. And I made up the race completely, like I made a new species for her. And I just, you have the freedom to do that because there's endless possibilities. It's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And I was like, okay, I don't know what else to do, so I'm gonna do some simulated universe. It will only take me like 10 minutes. It took me 20 freaking minutes. I hate simulated universe. At the same time, I love it because it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like the Abyss but more complicated. And I love me some complicated stuff. Like complicated mechanics. But yeah, I have like not a lot of characters because I haven't been playing that long, but I make do with what I have, which is not a lot. Do you guys prefer Danung's 5-star form or 4-star form? For me, it's always going to be the 4-star form. Like, I don't know why, but the 5-star form just doesn't really appeal to me. Like, it's cute and all, but I just, the 4-star form is always going to be better for me, because the 4-star form is just, he's so cute, and I like smaller men. I don't want to talk about like ships because a lot of ships are very controversial, and I want to keep this as a safe space where we do not talk about ships, unless it's OCX canon, of course. But yeah, I have E6 Serval, which is insane. I love Serval, and I love Jabard, and like just the whole Landau siblings in general. If I wanted to learn about more lore, I definitely want to know more about the Masked Fools. There might be more lore that I just haven't read yet, because I haven't looked that much into it, but I really think there's such an interesting concept. And like Sparkle, god damn, I hate Sparkle. I can do a really good voice impression of her, but god damn, she was very evil in the quest, much more evil than Sampo. But they're just like a very interesting group of individuals that I would really like to know more about. Okay, my mic failed it, and I think I was talking about Gallagher and Benaconi. And with Gallagher, like, I was sad that he was gone, but at the same time, like, I wasn't. Because I was playing in the quest, and I was like, you did this, you did that, I don't like you at all. And then he was actually gone, and I was like, oh, I miss you. I miss you very much. And then I have no idea what I was talking about here. I think it was to do with like Benaconi character probably. Most likely Sparkle. Like, she's so interesting lore wise, and I really like her gameplay, so I want her, but I absolutely despise her as a character. The way she treated Aventurine was so infuriating. Like, she had his weak spots down to 80, and design, so I wanna put like a character. In Amphorius, I feel like the character designs are kind of slowly going downhill because I've noticed a lot of the characters have like a single toned colour palette. For example, Aglaia is just all yellow and Kester is just all like pastel purpley pink, which I don't hate, but I'd like it if there was a bit more colour. Like Maide, I like saying Maide. Maide has red, but he also has gold, which balances out the red, which looks pretty good. Oh, yeah. Like, my team is pretty weak, but once Hutter's burst is ready, you are cooked. You are cooked, man. Because her follow-up attack does like so much damage. Mostly, hopefully. But yeah. And Aglaia, she's really beautiful, but I wish they added like more colour to her because I feel like the green in her eyes could have been like another colour present in a design. And Casteries, maybe if she had like black as well, because you know, death. I know she has a bit of black in her design on the butterfly wing, but like more present. Like, you know, that mod, no, the glitch that got turned into a mod of her outfit that's just like black. And it looks so good because, you know, she's supposed to be like the Grim Reaper with her scythe and all. And yeah, Treeby, like, I like Treeby, but the design is a bit boring, and the red hair needs to be toned down a bit. Like, I don't know, bright red hair just never, like neon colours never really appealed to me. But yeah, pastel colours or darker colours or like more grey variants of the colours are always my favourite. Apart from pink, I like very like reddish pink. Like, I don't know, you could say cherry blossom kind of colour or lotus flower kind of colour. Yeah, neon colours just never really appealed to me. But like, you know, with Herta, she has purple and black present in her design. And Serval, I don't know what Serval's got going on there, but it looks good. And yeah, I kind of just don't really like the mono colour palette. I feel like there needs to be more pizzazz. I think soon I'm gonna design and make a Amphorius OC, which is cool. But get this, I'm thinking that like, because a lot of Greek gods had like no specific gender, or they could be seen as a god or a goddess, I'm thinking of making it so they have two playable forms, a male form and a female form, and they can switch in between them in the gameplay, but they have like no canon gender. So just go by like they them pronouns or something. Don't call me woke, don't call me woke. I am not woke, I promise. But you know, that would be pretty cool. Like the Wind Master in Heaven of Visual's Blessing. Yeah, I do watch that. But read it. I read the visual novel and I have the novel itself on my shelves. But I think, yeah, that would be cool. And then I also want to make like a Penacony OC who's really corrupt and like who hates everything about the way Penacony is run, because honestly I would if I was in a world like that. Why do we slumber? I asked myself every night, looking up at the ceiling. nation and the lore with like all the characters and the Argon War and stuff like that was very good as well. But Penacony and like just Penacony alone kind of solos the whole of Genshin, because honestly, like Belobog was interesting, Xianzhou could have been more interesting. I feel like we didn't really finish up there and it kind of just abruptly came to a stop. But Penacony, man, Penacony, I dream of Penacony. It was so good. And then Amphorius, so far, it's like, it's alright. I know it's only like the first couple of quests, but I still prefer Penacony. And like the vibes of Penacony. In Amphorius, it's a little bit more like concretey and grey than I would like it. Like, I know there's like a lot of aesthetics in Honkai Star Rail. For example, like Xianzhou Laofu, it's like very concretey and grey. But in Amphorius, I wish they'd gone for like more like a bricky style than concrete, because it's ancient Greece and like, you know, it wasn't really that concretey. I think ancient Rome was more concretey because they have like the best recipe for concrete, but someone lost it, so now our concrete sucks. And yeah, like I also kind of wish maybe they involved a bit more of like European culture, like, yeah, ancient Rome and like that sort of stuff. I know they're two very separate things, but you know, they sometimes mix cultures with nations. Like, you know, Belobog is based off like just Slavic countries. There is Russia, it's mainly Russia, but there's other Slavic countries like incorporated in the inspiration. And I kind of wish it was like that for Amphorius. But yeah, that's cool. I like Amphorius, but I prefer Penacony. I love Penacony. I will say it again and again and again. I know that is not a song reference. Okay, maybe it is. But yes, very good. Very, very good. I wonder what I should talk about now. I don't really have any live updates, apart from me and my friends are gonna go meet at the weekend and watch Epic the Musical, the like animations. We've been interested in Epic the Musical for quite a while now, and we are gonna do some scrapbooking about it as well. Which is a real coincidence that we became interested in the same time Amphorius rolled out. Because they're both ancient ancient Greece and like Greek mythology and stuff. And yeah, the story is so beautiful. My friend got the actual book, the Odyssey. So yeah, I think they might lend it to me after they're finished with it. So I'll read that. I'll read it. Okay, I need to ask a question. What's your opinion on owls? Kind of random, but I love owls. And I have an owl. Like, I have 3 owl plushies. Wait, I've got one next to me. This one is called Esther. She's very cute. And she's like my favorite because I got her from this shop that sells like candles. And when I got her, she smelled of like spiced candles, like chai and cinnamon and stuff, and it was so good. And I got her in the winter, so every night I was just smelling her. But she is still my favourite to this day. I snuggle with her every night. And then I have another one called Twyla. They're both named after my owl OCs, because I have OCs that are like inspired by owls or part owl. So don't judge me. Yeah. Like, just winged characters and creatures always catch my attention. Oh my god, why is Cocolia so hard to defeat? Because, like, her first phase was easy, and then her second phase was like, why won't she die? Why is she taking, like, no damage? But, yeah, Cocolia's name is actually really close to my in real life name. Which you could probably guess what it is, but you know, I'll keep that a secret for you guys to guess. Just call me Mori. My name in Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves is Mori, which is a reference to a character from Project Sekai. Look, don't call me a Project Sekai fan because I don't play it anymore, but I remember this one like live show that they were doing, and Rui, who is a character from Wonderland X Showtime, was like Rui Danya, and that stuck with me, and now I'm Mori Danya. Mori Danya, which means like Mori and meow, because nya means meow if you didn't know. I think everyone knows that because of the Nya Ichi-ni-san song. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give Esther tummy rubs. Does that sound nice? I don't know. My phone is on 8% and it's losing like fast. It was 10% like 2 seconds ago. Let me turn my brightness down. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, I joined this like fandub server because I mainly do my voice acting through fandubs. If you don't know what that is, it's what it sounds like fans dubbing over stuff. They do voice impersonations. And I joined this one and I used until I got her to, I called it TS Meta with a question mark. Because, you know, TS means this, if you weren't aware. You know, people say TSPMO, which I find really freaking funny. And TS Meta question mark because it was definitely not meta, but it did some decent numbers. It did very decent numbers, I'd say, considering it was a bunch of like random 4 stars I pieced together. And yeah, I did a couple of wishes, and I don't think I got anything from it, if I can remember correctly. There is the 5-star light cone. Yippee, yippee, yippee. I freaking love getting 5 stars. The thrill of gambling, I'll tell you. It's so